All right, so we are now here, the hustlers part. Here, how to make money for Dubai properties without owning a property. This is where I know that you want to hear the juicy part, the sweet part, the lovely part, the part that is making all of your body, jump and ginger like me. And this is the part where I have been doing well, or I've been trying to excel, and I've been making my own little waves in my own little way. The question is, how do you do this? Now, there are four different things you need to take consideration of. Four. And these four different things is: one is the Dubai rent agency. You have to get that. You have to get a license. That's if you want to be an agent, meaning you want to help broker, property for people. Oh, there's a property here, come on. The way agents operate everywhere. Okay. But with that, you need a license. Okay. There's a license you need to get, a professional license that you need to get from Dubai. For you to be able to do all those buying and selling and leasing. Meaning as an agent, you can buy from somebody and help them sell. And if this person gives you commission and you get commission from here, meanwhile you have a markup, so whatever it is, but you need to get licensed. This is also very important. This is not Nigeria where you just do anything you like. You need to be licensed to make this happen. Again, if you cannot do this, that's where your lawyer comes in, and that's where I come in also. I can also help you register as an agent. Now there's a fee to it, there's a process to it. So what I usually do is I collaborate with the lawyer to make it a bit fast, to make sure everything is in place. Then the reason why sometimes you need someone like me is that many people in Dubai will not interact with you if they see that you are, even they don't have a problem if you're not in Dubai, but if you seem not to have any application in Dubai, for example, a WhatsApp number, that's a Dubai WhatsApp number. If you don't have something as simple as a Dubai WhatsApp number, it's going to be very difficult for you to do business with them, because they barely even respond to WhatsApp messages that are not in Dubai. All right, I'm going to talk about how to get a Dubai number later on for free. You don't have to pay anything. I'll talk about that later on. So, but just keep going. This is just an information I decided to include at this point. So, one way is the Dubai real estate agent route. You can make money with that, but you have to be a licensed person to do that. So that one can be a bit tricky, and sometimes it can be mind-boggling because of the cost for it. Remember, you're a hustler, you don't have money. A hustler like me, okay? So what other routes open for you? Another route is being a virtual assistant. Now, over the time, if you check my YouTube channel, I talk about virtual assistant jobs. This is one of them. Now, some of these real estate agents or agencies, they don't mind having remote staffs. So you can opt in as a remote assistant to help them, manage their properties from Nigeria. Yes, it's possible. I've gotten that gig for somebody before. I don't know if she still does it, but she has been managing a property for her boss, who leased the property from someone else. Okay, so your concern is not how the property came about. The concern is that you have somebody who needs a service and who is using it. So that is the second way as a hustler, the virtual assistant route. Remember, we'll talk about the first way is being an outright agent. Now I'll talk about being a virtual assistant. Don't worry, I'll drop links that you can go visit where you can see. You can get people who are looking for virtual assistants in Dubai. All right, so it's gonna be easy for you. Now the third one we would talk about now is the Dubai renter arbitrage. What that does is, now when you rent an apartment, what it means is that you can rent an apartment for a long term. So you can go to a landlord and say, see, I want to own your apartment for the next 1 year or the next 2 years. It's not like Nigeria where you can lease for 10 years. Many of them will not do that. 1, 2 years, okay. 3 years max. I've really not seen cases where they've leased for more than that. All right. But usually it's really 1 year, 2 years. But for example, you have all the money and you say, okay, do you want to lease your apartment for 1 year? What it means is that you take that, since you rented the apartment for 1 year, all right, what you do is you now sublet it as Airbnb, which we'll talk about later. So you take the property and then you sublet it, all right, and then you make your money. So you can even rent for a month. For example, let's say you rent for a month like 10,000 AED, all right, and you rent it out for 13,000 AED. You've made your 3,000 AED. Simple, all right. But then you need to invest into leasing or renting. So you need to start have some level of money involved in it. But this is cool. However, in this part, there's also a pitfall. And the pitfall is that there should be some legal arrangement in it. you need to sign up with it. There's a tourist body in Dubai. If you don't sign up with that body, nothing for you. You cannot start a Airbnb or sublet like that if you're not signed up with that tourist body. Then you also have to there's something I was even looking for. I've forgotten the name. Yes, a no objection consent or certificate, right? No objection certificate. It's called an NOC from the landlord. All right. So this would show that he agrees that you can sublet. So it's not Nigeria where you would rent and then go and sublet in their back. You need that certificate to be able to make this happen. And the lawyer would let you know, and the lawyer will put other things in place. So you see, I've been helping you structure all the things you need to make this business a good one, whether you have money or not. But again, if you don't have, can afford a lawyer to get, I can show you if you want me to send you a how a non-objection certificate looks like. I can send you. I have a sample of that. I send it to you so you can look at. Although there's some sensitive information in it, I will blow it out. So I can put it up here. Just send me a message or on Gmail, and I'll send you what it looks like, so you can go ahead and obtain that from your potential landlord. Okay. Now the reason why this type is good is that it's rent. So you're not spending all the millions in AEDs. You just rent. So and rent. Then let's see how much 10,000 AED is in naira. 10,000 AED in naira. Let's see how much that will cost us. So this is like 4.2 million, which is not a bad thing, guys. Not a bad thing. Then let's say you make about 3,000, like the example I gave you, then rent per month to sub rent for 3,000. This is how much you make. Let's say you make 3,000 as your profit. This is how much you make 1.2 million. So you spend 4 million and make 1.2 million every month. All right. So spread it out. You see how much you've made. So you could opt into doing this. You lease, you rent. So you can do it for 6 months, rent for 6 months if you have the money, rent for 1 month, whatever. But you have to get a how do I call it? Consent certificate. And this person agrees, the landlord agrees that you sublet, and there's some other little certificate you have to pay here and there. But I can assure you it's a very good way to go about it. Unlike Nigeria, where tourism is not as creative as it is, in Dubai, people travel there a lot. And if you get a property, you rent somewhere that's really nice, you will not be making too much money at the beginning of the year. But you know, when the year coming to an end, people are going on vacation, many people go to Dubai, and then you see Airbnb will skyrocket, and then you also have a lot of customers coming your way. But there are some other occurring costs that you have to consider, which is cost of cleaning. Or you have to consider that you have to clean up if it's Airbnb. All right, that's also some cost involved in it. Depending on the arrangements you have with your landlord or the owner of the property, as per utility. If it's providing utility, no problem. If you're not providing utility, that means you have to factor that into all of the things. So all of the your own rent, because remember you're short letting. And the good thing is that either you rent out for 1 month or you short let, and you make like 400 AED per night, you're still good. So let's say, for example, you make 400 AED for 1 night, all right, and you do that for 10 nights, that's like 4,000 already. So you've already gotten 4,000, all right, and you do that for another 10 days, that 20 days, you've gotten 8,000. Okay, so you see how it's working for you. So it depends on what works for you, how much you have for this. I know I said this includes no more. This is the hustler style. This means you don't have money, but does not mean that because you don't have money means you will not spend any money at all. You will spend money, but we're not talking about the millions. We're talking about some few thousands here that you could use and also make sure that you make some really good money while doing this business. All right. Now then, the last style is the referral business, which is what we are doing. This is the sweet spot we have touched. The referral business. You don't have anything here. All right. You can be anybody. All right. You can market. It cannot be not compulsory. You don't have a license, don't care. You just say, I'm in Nigeria and I'm a market agency and I want to refer customers to you. How much are you going to mark up for me? And that's how it is. Don't worry, I'll show you how to do that. Okay, that's really how it works. As a matter of fact, let me show you now. So for example, let's say there's a property and you're trying to sell the property or sublet it or put it on Airbnb. What you simply do is just you come on one of these properties, for example. Let's open this one now. See, you come on here and you call her. But it's not an email. Tell her where you're from. I'm in Nigeria. I have customers who are looking for properties, Airbnb and short lets in Dubai. Do you, for example, this person might not answer you because this person is selling. If you see here, this person is selling. This property is for sale. So she might not say anything. She might not answer you, but she might have somebody or know or still have properties that she's giving out as a for Airbnb or for short let, or she's willing to do that with you. I mean, she's willing to take in referrals and pay you commission. You have to be very careful with this. That's why you also need a lawyer and a consultant like myself. Some of them can be very tricky. Like I said, there are scammers everywhere. Don't think because they are white people, they can't scam you. You can be scammed. So be careful so that you don't work and somebody else takes your money away. There are things we put in place to make sure this works. Now, if you want us to help you do this, there's a done for you we have in place for this. I'll tell you what involves the done for you later on to put everything in place so that to make sure you hit the ground running and make a lot of money. There's a lot of money in Dubai. So you just imagine the done for you will not necessarily be that expensive, but it will not be a very cheap one. But it's one that will give you a result, immediate result, because we will do the work for you. We'll get these people for you. The people that are willing to work with you for markup, you will get them for you. So that whenever you refer a property there, you get your commission. This one, you're not spending any money again and anything. No, you're not licensing anything, nothing, you're not doing anything. All you're just simply doing is just you give them customer and you get your commission. Clean and clear, nothing else. But the only thing you spend money for is marketing, however you decide to market, which we'll talk about later on, or money you will pay for someone like me to be able to get these people for you. It's not easy to get. If you send a lot of messages to them, many of them will not answer you. Many of them will give you terrible response, but there's a way we get around them to help. They will agree to do business with you in no time. All right. So that's really the way to go about it if you don't have money, like some of us. All right. So, but or some of you, because I think I'm doing quite okay. So, but I'm sure you get the idea. All right. I'm also going to leave a link in the description for some of these websites. So don't worry about them. So the next thing we'll talk about is a short-term rental arbitrage. See how you could use it. How you can make rent money from them, be make subtle profits from them, and see how you could flat what we're looking at next.